Hello everyone.
Hi.
We're back with a new episode of DisKovery
With a K.
I'm your host Kathleen.
My name is Ilse.
And we're back with the Korean hip hop intro to the Korean hip hop part 2. The part 1, you go the beginnings, I suppose.
Yes. We're talking like 80s, I
guess.
No,
80s, 90s.
90s.
90s, who started it. So if you're not up to date, just listen to this and then go back to that episode because there was really good recommendations and a lot of throwbacks, just saying.
I mean, Kathleen did research, of course, obviously. Hello.
So this time we're going with the part 2. Why part 2? Because I'm basically asking and answering myself. Thank you very much. Because with part 2, with this part 2, we want to explore from the 2000s on because the K-hip-hop scene changed at that stage.
It grew a lot as well, gained a lot of popularity.
We're going to get into that later anyways. So let's just start with what happened in the 2000s.
What happened in the 2000s? Tell me.
So, in the 2000s, Verbal Jint changed the game with his EP, Modern Rhymes. So what happened before? Before, we had like rapping, like idols and stuff like that. And then you had a kind of a more mechanical structure in the flow of the rap. And they all started sort of like with the same syllable, I suppose. So it was kind of like, it wasn't supernatural. Also, you had like a lot of English inclusions to make it more, I don't know,
like
trendy,
hip-hop sounding.
Exactly.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Now, Verbal Jint with the EP Modern Rhymes is like, you know what? I'm gonna do my thing. And he did it. So in this EP, he reinvented the hip-hop structure, the verses delivery.
Innovator.
Before it was rather mechanical, but he integrated the Korean language to it. You know that before you had a lot of like English and stuff. But now he was like, you know what? Let's use Korean and all its potential and let's use it for hip hop. So that's what he did. Okay. Cool. So with this, he used the Korean language to make the rhyming scheme in hip hop. Which is what we get these days.
Aha.
Okay.
Yes.
Making it a bit more three-dimensional and more progressive. Okay. Now, in this EP Modern Rhymes in 2001, he created rap verses with different lengths. So before, it was like the verses kind of had the same structure or the same length.
Okay.
But here, he was narrating his stories through his first language. So he was like, you know what? I'm going to create these verses with different lengths. They're going to have different rhyming structure. And the words didn't exactly needed to be with the same end, but rather with the same flow.
That makes sense. Okay.
Yeah, because that's a hip hop we know now. But back then, no idea. So in this one, he put more emphasis in the lyrics, which it's one of the things I love about hip hop. Okay. And he created like parallel structures with different lengths and gave verses a more natural flow. So Verbal Jint, yes.
Did the public like it?
So here we go.
Ooh.
It was like a breakthrough. It was like a new era for Korean hip hop after that EP.
Yes.
So what happened is that now rappers were able to rap and basically be open about their thoughts. And out of nowhere, the underground scene became mainstream.
Whoa.
Okay. So this was like a massive change in the hip hop scene. And then now before the underground rappers were more like based on like performances and everything was more, actually it was all performances, probably some diss battles, the usual underground scene. We watch the movies sometimes. I watched a couple, okay. And
we know how it goes.
Yeah, with the rise of the Korean hip-hop, independent hip-hop labels started to happen. This was in the early 2000s. And we know that before we had like Isa Man finding people like, no, I'm gonna make you an idol. We know all of that. Yeah. Then you have like YG Entertainment that also was like more hip-hop focused, but it was also quite mainstream. But now they're like, let's create agencies that are for underground hip-hop artists.
Yeah.
So that happens. And yeah, from this era-ish, there's a big names that are still as relevant to them as they were back then.
Ooh.
So we have like, first we have the agency, like the first hip hop agency called Soul Company. Okay. And in this agency represented Crucial Star, The Quiet, Matt Clan, and G Slow back then.
Wow.
Okay. So important people from this era or important acts were like a dynamic duo were back then. Supreme Team. We have Garion and Epic High. And let's just keep in mind that before that they already existed. But with the progression lyrically in hip hop, thanks to Verbal Jint, all of these acts had the chance to become more mainstream. Also to sort of like adapt this new sort of like, not trend, but this new way of expressing music.
Yeah.
Okay, in hip hop. Because before, what was mainstream in the scene was more of like the trendy stuff. You know, you have Genosha with the We're Great as well. You have like other people that were more dance focused, performance focused. But now you had underground hip hop that became mainstream and they were able to express their feelings, talk about emotions, stuff. And I think many people kind of needed that, and that's why they became so popular.
Yeah. It makes sense. But like, kudos to Verbal Jint that he was able to revolutionize a genre so much by one
Incredible, because not just that. So imagine, because you already had like big names, like you had the Korean Americans bringing like the proper like black hip hop born in the States into Korea, but of course they made it with the American
audience
point of view. Yeah, with the American touch, because at the end of the day they were American. But he decided to basically take sort of like what was hip hop, got sort of like the beat and all of that, but he incorporated the language, which I think was a big thing, into a sound that was already known, but people couldn't fully get into this.
Yeah.
Now with that, they were able not just to enjoy the music, but also to feel related to the music. So I think that with him, a lot of things changed. And I literally, before this, I knew that Verbal Jint was extremely good. One of my favorite artists to listen. It's just my style of rapping. I kind of like more like raw, you know, straightforward kind of rapping.
Yeah.
That's just my kind of style. And I really like him. But now I'm like, boy, you're a genius. You know.
Boy, it's more like good sir.
Well, sir, yes, sir, at this stage. Habits, you know. I call everyone boy.
He should get knighted by the rappers.
Basically. Now with the rise of Korean hip hop by this end, in 2012, the start of survival shows happened. But let's keep in mind that these weren't just like survival shows. These were like competition shows where they were like judges, and the judges would be, well, we all know this is Show Me the Money. I'm talking about Show Me the Money, right? So the judges were like non-producers, people that had already like, we have Tiger JK, he's been part of Show Me the Money as a judge. You had like big names. He
was a rapper? Okay.
Tiger JK.
Christ.
Not participating, he was one of the producers.
Yes.
One of the producers.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Girl, I don't watch that show.
Yes, that was
too upsetting.
One of my favorite seasons of Show Me the Money is where Tiger JK, okay? Because amazing. Okay. So Show Me the Money happened in 2012. Okay.
Oh wow, that's almost 10 years.
Yes. And it's still as popular as ever, just saying.
Yeah, all the songs from this season were trending on Melon.
Yeah. Yeah, awesome. Now, in 2015, we get the female version, Pretty Rap Star.
Always a bit.
That show has the most iconic quotes. Everyone knows them, and we all love them.
What is the quote?
The Jessie's quote. That we're not a team, this is a competition.
Oh! yes, that's right.
We all know that phrase, and we all love that phrase. And more recently, we got High School Rapper in 2017. That one, some of the artists that have come out of High School Rapper have been incredible. Okay.
True.
Like,
insane. Like,
Vincent, dude. Well, a kid, literally, just so good, you know. And he came out of High School Rapper. So, from this year, for Show Me the Money, we have like big names coming out. Loco became known thanks to like Show Me the Money. We have BY.
Nice.
We all love BY. We have Penomeko. We love Penomeko. We
Very
have
good.
Jessie from Pretty Rap Star. She was the runner-up for the first
from
season.
the block.
Then you have Cheetah. She was the winner for the first season of Pretty Rap Star.
Really?
Yes, I think Jessie was the runner-up and Cheetah was the first place.
That's insane.
That's awesome.
Love.
Then we have Woo Won-jae, also known as Woo.
Love him.
Love his
So
music.
good.
Also, there is a rapper in the spotlight that all time. Go and check it out.
Fences, still a sad bop.
A sad bop.
Sad bop.
Oh, we like that song anyway. Now, from high school rapper, we also have like Hound with he's wholesome and he's so talented. I was so happy when he got signed into higher music. We're gonna talk about agency later. I was so happy and I was like, yes, boy, make it because you're really good.
Can you tell us one of her favorites?
Like, I watched his journey in YouTube, kind of say. And I was like, yeah, absolutely. Because people were like, he's a bit off. Like, they were basically down looking at the boy. And I was like, that's a cute kid, right?
Mm.
And then they were like, yeah, I like meditation and all of this. He's very zen, whatever, in the show, in High School Rapper. And out of nowhere, boys started rapping, and everyone was like shook, and I was like, on your face,
Cute.
Yeah. Such an iconic moment. If you don't know what I'm talking about, just go and watch the compilation. Hound, High School Rapper. You're gonna get it. Now, from this show, we have like also Ash Island came out of High School Rapper. I did not remember that.
Really?
Yes. And many others, okay?
Many.
Yes. I also like, there was one that I really like, Basic. He was in the season. I think his name is Basic, not Basic. It's Basic.
I've been calling it Basic. Oops. Okay.
Yeah, I think Korean would be like Basic or something like that. Anyway,
well,
never mind. Also, something I really like about this show is that Basic, he was in the season with like Song Mino from Winner.
Mm-hmm.
And another thing that came up from Show Me the Money is like idol rappers were basically considered rappers because before they were like, you're an idol, you're not really a hip hop artist. Word, yeah.
I feel like they mentioned that in every season of Show Me the Money.
Yes. Yeah, but I think that with this show, many idol rappers got the chance to show that, look, I'm not just an idol, I'm also a hip hop artist,
For like one episode.
Well, you haven't watched the full thing, but you have Bobby. Boy Bobby won't Show Me the Money, okay?
Okay.
Awesome. Song Mino, no one believed in him. He got to the finals. Also, amazing collabs. Go and check the compilations. They're amazing. Also, Zico became one of the producers for Show Me the Money. And Zico, he was and Zico was always like, yeah, you're an idol. He was already a producer for Block B.
Mm-hmm.
But now he was like, I'm a producer as well, and I'm a respected hip-hop artist. Because he is. So we got that also from Show Me the Money. I think that you don't really like Show Me the Money because it's quite intense. And
I don't like any survival shows, to be honest. I'm just like, sign all of them.
It's like, no, Show Me the Money could be a bit much sometimes. Sometimes I'm like, excuse me?
I think last year was Show Me the Money 8.
Mm-hmm.
I watched the first episode with
you watched it with me and you hated it so much. I was like, let's watch Show Me the Money. And she was like, okay. First episode, she was ranting about everyone.
It's just not for me. I like the music that comes out of it.
Yeah.
But this show itself is just not my cup of tea.
I love it. You might have noticed now. I like it so much. It's just the concept. But out of all of them, I think my favorite must be High School Rapper because of these kids are just incredible.
I think you like the cute factor as well.
Yeah, but it's hear me out. Okay, let's go back to it. The second season with Vincent and Hound, right? It's everyone was, even the adults were like, how can these kids sing about such a deep thing?
Well, just because they're teenagers doesn't mean that they can't have feelings.
Exactly. Now with that, because in that season...
High School Rapper finally showed that teenagers have feelings.
it was like, we have issues as well, because sometimes I think that overlooked is that you just throw a face, you're very dramatic. You know, it just happens like that.
Yeah.
But these kids were singing about real issues, about social issues, criticizing the society, saying like, look, I have mental health issues and that's okay. You know, things like I'm a dropout and that's absolutely fine because I still have a life to do, you know?
Yeah.
So I like that factor from high school rapper. Okay. Watch them. Okay. Now we're going with influential agencies in K-hip hop.
Ooh, okay.
So there is plenty, but I'm gonna mention the big ones.
Yeah.
Okay. So we have Illionaire Records. That one ceased operations in 2020, I think, and Ambition Music. They were founded by The Quiet and Pt.2 in 2011. Ambition Music is still running. Illionaire Records stopped working in 2020.
Yeah.
We have Amoeba Culture. We love the artists from Amoeba Culture. It's like we love them.
They're very, very good.
They're really good. It was established in 2006 by Gecko, Choisa, and Kom Kyung-min. Okay? Then we have AOMG and Higher Music. We cannot escape from AOMG and Higher Music.
It's impossible.
Yes. This one was founded by Jay Park. We all know Jay Park. We know him.
Do we? Who's Jay Park? Lol.
It's impossible not to know the name of Jay Park. Boy, he's everywhere, you know.
True.
He's everywhere. And last but not least, Feel Good Music by Tiger JK. And if you want to listen to some diverse type of hip hop, because, you know, within hip hop, there is like a few different sounds and styles. And I think these agencies have all of it. You know?
Okay, that's fair. Yeah.
You know, you have like the more raw sort of like rapid blah blah. You have the more rhythmic ones. You have like all school style as well. You have a bit of everything there, and I really like that.
Nice.
Okay, let's go to most listened singles from the early 2000s, and then I'm gonna give you, if you're not still into Korean hip hop, the hits you need to listen to get into Korean hip hop, because it's important. So let's go for most listened singles from the 2000s. Verbal Jint, Overclass from Modern Rhymes. This song is a breakthrough. There's nothing else I have to say. Listening to that song was an experience, okay? It was like seeing, you can clearly see the influence of Verbal Jint in the current hip-hop scene. Because it's like an old school, what you would expect of a hip-hop beat, you know, sort of like boom, boom, but then like it's, and you have to listen to it, okay? I listen to a lot of hip hop, okay?
Yeah.
I'm here having a moment with myself, okay?
I'm just supporting.
So I think with this song, you see how big his impact was.
Yeah, okay.
Because also you see his rhyming style and how this song was an absolute breakthrough. Well, this full EP. Then we have the rap duo Garion with the debut album Garion. This album was one of the first ones that was completely in Korean.
Ooh.
Yes. And by listening to it, you can also listen their influence in the hip hop scene. It's insane. They're really good. Okay. We'll go to Simon Dominic, a very important name during this era. And I Just Wanna Rhyme mixtape. And just listen to I Just Wanna Rhyme. Funny enough, I have a little story about this, okay? There's so many covers of I Just Wanna Rhyme.
Really?
Yeah, I was trying to find the original song, and out of that song, I had to listen to 2 or 3 covers. And I'm like, this is not Simon Dominic's voice. Excuse me.
Oh.
And then I just kept looking for it because Spotify, I need a mixtape added. Thank you. So I couldn't
take notes.
Please, I need that. I need a mixtape in my Spotify playlist, okay? And yeah, then SoundCloud, there was a lot of covers. Finally, I found it on YouTube.
Nice.
Yes, just listen to that song. Simon Dominic, I love you, dude. You're amazing. We have Supreme Team, a Drive from Supreme Team Guide to Excellent Adventure. This song, I think it was ahead of its time. And that's the other thing I can say about that song. It was because rhythmically and verse-wise, it's so modern. It's what you listen these days in K-hip hop. Okay. But it was released in the early 2000s. And I'm like, boy, you needed that mainstream they have now because it has such a big audience internationally that I feel that album needs more recognition.
You need to make a TikTok that is going to go viral, and then the song is going to get recognition.
I might try that.
Do a little dancing.
Now we go with Epic High. And if you've been listening to DisKovery With A K for a while, you know my undying love for this group. Okay.
Yeah.
So Love, Love, Love from their album Remapping the Human Soul, because love that song. It's got the influence of the early 2000s Korean hip hop scene, and I love it.
Don't we have a DisKovery With A K?
Also listen to that. Yes. And we know the impact that Remapping the Human Soul had in their career. So go and check that out, people. Now, you want to get into K-hip. It sounds interesting, very abstract, right? I have the songs for you, my love. My friend, dear listener. Okay, I'll be hyper right now. Okay, let's go. If you want the first thing...
Okay, let's go!
One important song that I feel is still above and relevant is Born Hater.
Yes.
By Epic High.
Agreed.
It's not just the features that were also amazing.
Mm-hmm.
The full song is amazing. Like, performances, the music video, all's good. Okay?
Kind of iconic, to be fair.
Yes, that song, love it. And I think a lot of people still listen to that song. It's like legendary. So. I still have it on my playlist, okay?
It's okay. You can have it on your playlist.
Okay, now we go with Simon Dominic. And we are Simon Dominic fans in this household. We love him. And Stay Cool featuring Santi because you get the best of hip-hop and the best of R&B.
Smooth.
Yes. Now, this is a controversial one. J Park, Mome, featuring Ugly Dog. Okay, let's talk about Mome.
That song.
It's a bop, people.
Look, it's a bop, but it's also so...
sexy?
Awkward.
Fair. I used to think that Mome, it's a bop, it's so good. And I feel like if you don't know much about K-hip-hop, Mom is a perfect introduction to K-hip-hop.
If you've heard any American hip-hop and you like it, you're gonna for sure like
Mome. Love the song.
I hate that it's so catchy.
Yes.
Because even right now, I'm like, and I'm like, no!
It's back again. Now let's go with the Queen Jessie and her 2017 single Gucci.
A bop.
Because that song is incredible.
A bop.
Yes. We go into higher music with The Purge from 2020. So hear me out. Right. Hip-hop sometimes can go very hard within the industry, right? And so far the ones I have mentioned, they're fairly in the middle. You have the parts that go like off, and then you have the more softer parts. Melodically, they're steady, and they're not as hard to hear, because sometimes you can't hear some hip hop because you are like, this is too much for me, this is too much.
Sometimes it gives me anxiety.
Exactly, and that's what I like about hip hop, anxiety.
Yes, heart palpitations come through.
It was a joke, by the way. So we go to The Purge, and that song is just incredible. Okay, I was completely blown away when I listened to that song for the first time. And I own that album. Very hard to get, by the way. Because
we have an unboxing video.
Yeah, just go and check it out. Well, I think it's one of my more popular unboxing videos. Yeah. Because The Purge and that full higher music compilation album brings the best of higher music into the scene. And you have in higher music rappers that go hard, rappers that are like auto-tuned, they have rappers that are more raw. You have all of that mixed in a lovely compilation album. Just have R&B. So go and check that out, please. We go to BY Gotta Say That from 2019.
That song is still so dope.
That song, it's incredible. Also, he got very popular after the song. I think he was in Show Me the Money.
Yeah.
Then he released Gotta Say That. And then he got married.
As one does, you know.
I think he got married last year. I don't remember. Anyway,
Yeah, no, that song, I think the visuals of the music video help a lot as well.
he thought about everything. Also, the rhyming, the speed of the verses, the speed of everything.
The tempo changes, everything.
Incredible.
Amazing.
Well structured. Carrie and Hippo can go harder verse-wise. But this one, I think, is a good introduction. Like, if you can tolerate the Purge and Gotta Say That, you can do anything else, I believe. You know?
Listen to Punchinello as well.
Yeah.
Absent.
We go with Freestyle. This one includes DPR Live, CK, Punchinello, Owen, Overdose, and Flowsick. You have a bit of everything in that collab.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and I think those are big names in Korean hip hop as well. So go and check that out. Listen to that song because it's super dope. And then my last recommendation is a queen, a legend. And she was still a very important figure in the Korean hip hop industry. And it's Yumire, Rock, Paper, Scissors, or Kai Bo from 2018, because that song is incredible.
We also have a DisKovery With A K dedicated to her.
Because we love her.
Yeah. I'm surprised that you didn't mention the Automatic remix. Because literally everyone is there.
I know. I have a mix for this with Automatic remix. Okay, it's like
10-minute song.
Yeah. No, I think it's 15 minutes long.
Either way, it's hell long.
It's
but
super
like
long.
everyone is there.
Everyone. Big names, all there.
Even Anne1 is there. And like love her. But she's not super well known lately, I feel like. But she's there. She has a verse. And I'm like
15 minutes long. An insane amount of features. It's a good song. It's great. I just can't do more remixes. It's like I do my hip hop report every day, right? The amount of remixes sometimes is pretty insane. And I'm done because I love the original song. I don't need a remix. You know.
That's fair.
That's in my personal point of view. Keep in mind that I do this every day, so my patience.
I mean, listening to a 15-minute long song, that's commitment.
I know. Not the anger behind my tone.
All right, fair enough.
You know, and then with this lovely list of recommendations, we're in the end of the intro to Korean hip hop. People go and dig into the music because they are really good, and more artists are coming out every day, and they're really, really good. Just go and check it out. Go and check the K Hip Hop Report. We do it every week. It's released every Saturday with the best of the week, the best release of the week, and that includes like big names, small names, newies. All of that is there. So go and check it out. And yeah, remember to follow us in our socials at thekmedia.com in every single social network you may find, and also Spotify. We also have YouTube. Everywhere. We're everywhere.
We have too much.
And yeah, we'll see you next time with a new episode of DisKovery With A K. Bye.